Hey my people, thank you for joining me on my channel today, Jamrock Island Nurse. I'm your island nurse, Neisa, and I just want to welcome you to another video where I'll be sharing my life with you, sharing my journey as a registered nurse leaving the beautiful island of Jamaica, going to the United States of America. Today I will be taking you through the process that I went through leaving Jamaica to United States, and I hope that today you will be learning something from me and you'll share with your friends so that they will see what I went through. It's either the same thing or something similar, so I hope you will walk away with something today. At the end of my videos, I will start giving you something I call 360 buzz. Something interesting, something unique, whether it's from my life as a nurse, my life before being a nurse, from nursing history, from my friend's life, something interesting. And I hope that you will stay tuned and watch to the end of this video. Just remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. The like button, just click on the like when you watch the video so that others will see what we are learning here today. So without further ado, let's get into this island nurse video today. Welcome back, people. As I said before, we're gonna go through the process that I went through to reach the United States. So the first thing is that I had to find a company that will help me along the process of getting to work as a nurse in the United States. Now, there are several companies, including, but not only to Medpro International. You have Avant, you have O'Grady, and you have others that help nurses, and we are called international nurses, just to inform you, because we are outside of the United States of America. Now, how do you know these agencies, or how do you get in touch with them? You can find them on, they probably have job fairs somewhere in the country, and they will like send out a broadcast on Facebook, because most times they have a Facebook page. Your friends may go over before you and they have used the program, and they will tell you about it, or you can just Google programs, agencies that are specific to your country. And so for Jamaica, I heard about it from other colleagues that went abroad before me, so that's how I knew about the agency that I went up with. Now, when you find the agency, you have to do a resume and a cover letter, just as you would have a regular job. You give your resume in your experience, and you write a cover letter telling them what you are looking for. You write your information in there, how they can reach you, because in order to reach you, they have to know whether a phone number or an email, and that's how you reach them. A cover letter and a resume. Now, when you have that cover letter or resume and they get it, they will call you for a phone interview. Just like a little thing to get to know you more, why you choose their company. They probably ask like strengths and weaknesses, basic things. Some companies, however, give you an exam to do to see which level you are on, to see whether or not they want you in their program, or it's even worthwhile taking you on their program. But what I went on was they just gave me a phone interview. I didn't have to do any exam whatsoever. Now, these companies are looking for experience. In my time, it was experience at a type A hospital. I guess type B or A. I was at a type C, so I had to do sessions or overtime, you would say, at a type A hospital in order to meet the criteria for them to accept me in their program. So I was doing two jobs. for me to be accepted in their program. Now, when they call you and you have passed everything that the requirements, they will tell you that you have gained access into their company and their agency, and they're willing to work with you. At that point in time, they will ask you which states would you like to work in, like probably by the top five states that you would want to work in, and then they will choose one that they would license you in, so that you can do an exam. You would be licensed in that state, so that state would be the primary state. And then when you get licensed in that state, then from that state you can get endorsement to other states. Now, it's not like Jamaica where we have one license to cover the entire Jamaica. I wish it were like that, but it's not. Every state have their own license criteria, and you have to pass their exam. Now, when you do it this way, when the company gives you one state to do the exam, and their exam is called the NCLEX exam, just as how we have the RENR, they have the NCLEX exam. Once you pass that through the initial state that they register you for, then they call something called endorsement, that they can sign up at some different papers for you to go to other states to work with. I know it probably sounds a lot, but trust me, they will take you through the process step by step. Some companies, you have to pay for your exam. You have to pay your own way to get there. They only set up the exam for you. Some companies, like the one that I went with, they paid for everything. So they paid for the plane fare, they paid for the exam, they paid for expenses, everything. They pay for everything, but not all companies are like that. So you would have to find out if the company will do that for you. So after you are accepted in the agency, as I said, you get a phone call, they interview you, tell you that yes, you are accepted, ask you the state, and then they choose a state that you should be licensed in from wherever you're going to branch off in. They are going to prepare you to take the NCLEX exam, and that's the United States exam that you would take. Now, they will give you classes. The company that I work with gave me classes on how to take the exam, the materials, what we need to study, and by the end of the classes, they're going to give you some questionnaire questions, and it's called UWorld. So it's like a bank of questionnaires that the questions on the exam could come from a variety. That doesn't mean it's the exact questions, but they give you questions like what you would get on the exam. And so you study for it. The company, as I said, either pay for it or you pay for it, and you go and you do your exam. Now, after you have done your exam, if you are successful, and I know that you will be successful, sometimes some persons take 3 times to pass the exam. They give you, I think, 3 chances. You do the first chance, you don't pass, don't get discouraged. The exam is not an easy one. So you get another chance and you do the exam and you pass it. So if you feel frustrated that you didn't get it on your first try, don't worry. You are not the first one. It's difficult. Just work hard again and do it, and you will be successful. Okay? So don't feel too stressed out over it. You will pass the exam. Put your motivation and know what you want, and you will pass it. So after you pass the exam, then all the process of getting your permanent residency card, what we call the green card, will start. And also for that process, they will take you through the process of getting your documents straight, getting all the information. They give you a deadline, what to do, and the process can take 6 months to a year. It depends on your circumstances that it will take to get through. Sometimes it comes through quicker than you can imagine. Sometimes it takes longer. So each person is different, but it's between 6 months to a year. But at that same time, you will be working at your hospital, getting through different processes. You will have to do a IELTS exam. that is an English exam, and English is our first language. So also when you register for that, they will give you a guideline on how to do it, and they will choose where you can go to do the exam. Now when you go to the exam, it's not you alone. There are different people from across the island doing that same exam, and they will test you on different areas in the English language, and once you pass that, you're good to go. So you pass the NCLEX, pass the IELTS, you're good to go. Your process is on the way. Now for verification of your degree or your diploma and for your nursing license in the country, they will take it through a company called CGFNS. That's where all of it goes to verify that you're licensed and that you went to the university or the college that you went through. That takes a while, and sometimes it's a frustrating process, but hey, which process is not frustrating? So that's the process that you would go through for the CGFNS, and they will ask you for everything and they will work everything out. Now when everything is said and done, you will have to get your visa if you haven't gotten your visa. So before you can do the exam, which is going to be in the United States or whichever country the agency will choose for you to do the NCLEX, you have to have a visa if the country recommends that you need a visa. So for me, I went to the United States in Florida to do my exam, and I needed a visa, but I had my visa before, so I didn't have a problem with that. But if you don't have your visa, they will give you a letter to go to the embassy to get your visa, and you get your visa. So you need your visa for your NCLEX exam unless the country says you do not need a visa. When everything goes through, you are gonna need to go back to the embassy for another interview for your green card, which is a permanent residency card. And that is also a part of the process to say whether or not you're gonna get it. Also, you are gonna get some vaccines that you haven't gotten. They're gonna make a medical appointment for you to go to get your vaccines, for them to say, okay, you're good, your physical is good. They're gonna let you know which vaccines you need to get, and that vaccine information you need to bring with you when you're coming to America, because you need to show that you're vaccinated, and you need to keep that for future job purposes. They're gonna ask you for your vaccination card. So I know that again, this sounds like a lot, but the agency will help you through it, and it won't be that stressful. Step-by-step process. Now when you're getting everything ready, you probably get an interview from Jamaica for companies overseas, or you probably don't get interviews from you're in Jamaica. You probably get interviews when you reach America. Either way, you get it before or after you reach the country, the United States of America. And I will go through interview questions with you in another video, so stay tuned for another video where I will go through the interview questions with you, what you would likely get, and how you can answer the questions. When you're coming to the United States, also bring money with you, because you're gonna need probably 3 months living situation and everything. You're gonna need 3 months to buy your food, everything that you need. So just bring money with you. It depends. They will probably tell you how much money you can bring, but save your money from Jamaica and bring it with you so that you can use it. Also, when you're in Jamaica, they probably introduce vehicle options to you, because once you're in America, you need a vehicle. You're gonna have Uber service, but not every state where I was didn't have a Uber service. So not every state will have Uber service, so you're gonna need a vehicle to help you get through wherever you're going. So they'll give you options. You don't have to choose it right away. You probably give them a selection now, but when you go to America, well, in my circumstance, I chose a vehicle, but I did not use the persons that they gave me. When you go come over, there will be nurses who are with you, who will give you information on how to get vehicles, and you choose the option that is best fitted for you. So don't feel pressured to say, yes, I have to choose a vehicle right now and that is the one I want. When you get to America, you will have choices. Well, in my situation, I had choices. I didn't have to choose the vehicle that they wanted me to choose when I was in Jamaica. So these are just like couple steps. That is basically everything I can think of that I went through to come over to the United States. Let me just see if I missed anything. Nope. All right, so the salary, I just want to inform you that you may feel as if when you come over you're gonna get the big bucks as you get over here. You won't. There is gonna be a rate that you're gonna get, and in my time it was between $26 an hour to $28 an hour. While the persons that are permanent in the hospital, the hospital nurses probably get like $39 to $50 an hour. That is because I had to pay back the company for everything that they did for me in the process. So from the process of getting the green card, process of doing the NCLEX, the entire process, it's what we are paying them back for in our pay. And also I had to do 3 years, so the contract is for 3 years that you work for them. They take back the money that they need, and then after the 3 years is done, you're free to go. Some companies are hours, so I worked, the contract was for 3 years. Other companies they give you a certain hour, like certain set of hours that you need to work off, and then you are free to go. So that's just on the side. I need to let you know, because when I came over here I thought, oh, I'm gonna get the money, but no, you get a small amount, and when you're done with them, then you can get the regular amount that you are supposed to get. So I hope that this video gave you some information on the process of coming over to the United States of America. It might sound tedious, but you can do it. If I can do it, anyone else can do it. So you can do it. Just take it step by step. Give the information that you need as you need it, and always remember to pray about anything that you are going in. Never forget God, because He's the one who is gonna take you through whatever you're gonna go through over here. And remember, as I said in my first video, never leave your relatives or your friends who have been supporting you, because you are gonna need them when you are over here. My 360 buzz. So for the 360 buzz, when I was younger in primary school, my grade 3 teacher told my mom that I should do mass communication. Can you believe it? That I talk too much in class. I was very talkative, and so she said I should do mass communication. I wonder what happened between that time and high school. 2 different personalities. In high school I was so quiet, and in primary school I was a talkative person. So that's the 360 buzz for you. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope you will come back, like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends what we're going on with in Jamrock Island Nurse channel. Have a wonderful day.